What happens when everything goes wrong? When you wake up and you realize you have a huge problem in your business? Well, today I want to talk about what I'm calling the oh crap checklist, the emergency checklist that you need for when your business is in trouble. I did a podcast interview with Harrison Bonner, and Harrison talked about this situation for himself. You can find the link to that podcast up above. When he went through this, he came to a realization point that he had to stop and make some decisions. So the question is, what decisions do we make? So today I'm going to share two different lists, what I'm calling the urgent list and then all the other things. I wrote about this in my newsletter. If you want to go see it in that form, you can see it on my website. So, what do? The urgent list is we stop pretending that you can think your way out of the bad data. Too often, people ignore what they see and what's going on, thinking that it's magically going to get better. We need to acknowledge the reality of the system, and only then can you move forward to the next step. Next, we want to create a one-page snapshot. We want to look at cash in the bank, credit card balances, accounts receivable, accounts payable. We want to understand what do we owe and what is coming to us. When we understand those inputs, we can stop working out of panic and start working out of reality. Once we have that reality, the next step is to map the decisions that you need to make. So we want to map all the things that we need to make. We want to list those out, get a sheet of paper, just write everything down. And then we want to group them and we want to rank them based off priorities. We then want to immediately take the next step. We don't want to put it off. When we put it off, we have more excuses to put it off again and again and continue to push that down the line. I've seen owners that for months have known they have this cloud over this head. They known something bad is coming, but they don't take action. And at some point, it becomes too late. Your options become limited. So we want to take action as soon as we can because that is when we have the most options. From here, we just work through the process, right? So just work through, work hard. You're going to have to work harder than you've ever worked in your life, and that's okay. Next, we have all the other things. And we're not going to spend a ton of time on all these other things because you can go read the article for that. But we want to understand what clean books mean. We want to make sure that we go in and we do all the back and cleanup work, but we don't get too in the weeds so that we're taking months to do this. We need to do this in weeks, if not days. We want to look at our financials and make sure we understand them. Through this process, we're probably going to find more things to add to our list of things we need to address because as we've gotten clarity by cleaning the books, we're going to find things in the results that require action. We then want to make sure that we have a close process. Too often, people look at their forecast and they think, oh, well, I'm going to just grow my way out of it. And they use that as excuse for no action. We want to make sure that we fixed the books looking back. We have a good picture of where we are and that we have a process to make sure that we don't find a mess again. And then 7, we want to pick one metric and we want to focus on it. So now that we have a clear picture, we want to pick one thing and we want to manically go after that one thing. If that's sales, if that's margins, if that's cash, whatever that is, we want to focus on that one thing and make sure we improve that one thing. We want to stop making huge decisions until we've gotten through this storm, right? So we want to put our decision making, big decisions on lockdown. This is going to impact your team, but sometimes you have to make these hard decisions. And then number 9, we want to get help that matches the problem, whether that's working with a fractional CFO like me, whether it's working with some sales or marketing agency, if that's your problem, whether that's fixing your operations, working with a consultant in that world. We need to find the right people to work with to help us dig out of the hole. And then last, we want to build calm rhythms that are going to keep you out of the mess going into the future. So we built the close process, but now we want that weekly, monthly, quarterly rhythms that are going to help us build a sustainable business going forward. It's the weekly cash check, the weekly key sales and marketing metrics. It's the monthly close process and financial statement review. And then the quarterly We've done our annual plan, the quarterly look back at the decisions we're making, and do we need to adjust and flex on the plan? This is never going to be easy. When we've gotten here, we've gotten to this hard spot where the books are a mess, where nothing makes sense. It's something that's been probably created over a long period of one decision after another. We can't unwind this in a day, but we have to lock in, put our head down, and make things work. We want to keep facing the truth, clean up the mess, and then take the next right steps. I hope you don't find yourself in this place, but if you do, and a fractional CFO is something that you feel that can help you, feel free to reach out and know that I'm cheering for you, wishing you all of the luck. Until next time, I hope you find you in a better place.